The name is green color.
It's so good to be queen! I rule the kingdom, the most beautiful of them all! Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
You again, Queen. It's Snow White. She is the most beautiful ever in the world.
It's me! I'm the most beautiful person in the world!
Not you, Queen.
It's supposed to be me!
Snow White.
Who is Snow White?
Snow White.
Who is Snow White?
Snow White.
Princess.
I'm Winnie. And we are your fairy godmothers. Hey, no, you have to care. Come, please. No, come, please. Let's go. I want to kill Snow White with Amanita phalloides. Amanita phalloides. Amanita phalloides. The death cat mushroom for Snow White. There it is.
Hi, I am the Blue Genie, Amanita phalloides. What do you know about the Amanita phalloides? Okay, today I will explain later about the Amanita phalloides. Okay, let's come together with me and we will discuss more about the Amanita phalloides. Okay, this is example of the Amanita phalloides. This is the younger one of Amanita phalloides and this is the matured one. This mushroom, also known as death cat mushroom. As you can see at this picture, the structure of this mushroom looks alike or similar with our mushroom that we usually eat. However, it is so poisonous. Okay, now let's move to the scientific classification of this mushroom. Okay, this mushroom falls under the kingdom of the fungi, the genus of Amanita and the species of Amanita phalloides. Okay, how we want to know the characteristic or the structure of the Amanita phalloides. Okay, now we will move to the mycological characteristic of Amanita phalloides or the structure of the Amanita phalloides. First, Amanita phalloide has white gills on the hymenium. Second, the cap of this mushroom is convex or flat, which is conical shape when young and flat when matured. The third one, the hymenium of this mushroom is free. Next, stipe has ring and vulva. The ecology is mycorrhizal or fungus root. Last one, the edibility of this mushroom is deadly. Do you know what is hymenium? Okay, let's come together with me and I will explain details about the characteristic of Amanita phalloides. First of all, based on the structure of this mushroom, we can divide it into three parts. First, the upper part. Second, the intermediate part. And the last one is the bottom part. Okay, we will focus first on the first part or on the top part of this mushroom. The cap of this mushroom is located at the upper part. The cap is convex when it was young and it flat when it matured. Second, the hymenium is free, which means the hymenium not attached to the intermediate part of this mushroom. The third one, this mushroom has white gill on hymenium. Hymenium located under the cap of the mushroom. Okay, the last part is the bottom part of the mushroom. The stipe of this mushroom has ring and vulva. Okay, this mushroom is mycorrhizal or fungal root, which means we usually can find this mushroom at the root of the other plant. Mycorrhizal means an association of a fungus and plant in which the fungus lives within or on the outside of the plant's roots, forming a symbiotic or parasitic relationship, which means they share the mineral and nutrient each other. The last point that we need to focus, weather and the other environmental factors can change the shape of a mushroom and making it difficult to identify.
Here's the death cap I've been looking for. One death cap for Snow White. Two death cap for Snow White. Three death cap for Snow White. All for Snow White. Yes, this death cap will make a very delicious mushroom soup. Mushroom soup for Snow White, Snow White, Snow White. Mushroom soup for Snow White. Da 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 da. She's going to love this. Let her die. You think you're that beautiful, Snow White? Here's a bowl of death for you. I'm going to make her eat this and kill her so I can be the most beautiful of them all. Snow White, Snow White.
Young lady. Oh, young lady. Are you Snow White?
Yes, I am.
So beautiful. I made this extra bowl for you. A mushroom soup.
Thank you. Oh, smells delicious.
I hope you like it. It's very delicious.
Okay, yes, I like. Thank you.
Oh, young lady, I have to go now. Goodbye.
Mushroom soup? Who gave you that mushroom soup? Did you cook for her? No, I didn't cook. That definitely old lady gave me. Old lady? We don't have any old lady live here. Yeah? So? Who is that? No! Queen Hannah? She's just present with watery dye here. And she keeps vomiting. And she had abdominal pain. Oh my god. Oh my god. So what should we do? What should we think? Let me think. Yes. Think. We have one journal about mushroom. The Journal of Mushroom. Let's find it. Let's find it. Oh my god, this is the book. Yeah, we win. I found this. I'm coming. Where is it? Oh my god. Yes. Now I remember I put it there. Amanita, where is it? Amanita, where is it? Oh, this is it. This one. Death cat. Oh my god.
Hi, we meet again. I am the Blue Genie. What happened to the Snow White? What the toxic substance that had poisoned the Snow White? Let's come together with me and I will explain details about the toxic present in Amanita phalloides. Okay, now we will discuss about the classification of toxin that present in the Amanita phalloides. The first one is amatoxin, the second one is phallotoxin, and the last one is phallolysin. However, amatoxin is the most prominent one or the most prominent toxin that present in Amanita phalloid. There are 8 toxins under amatoxin: alpha, beta, gamma, and epsilon amanitin, amanulin, amanulinic acid, proamanulin, amanin. Okay. Now, I will explain detail about the mechanism of toxicity of Amanita phalloid. First one, by type of toxin present in this mushroom. The first is amatoxin. The detailed explanation. First, main risk and target organ. Amatoxin are liver toxin or hepatotoxin. The main risk is liver necrosis with acute hepatic failure and subsequent complication or in severe case can cause hepatic coma, coagulation disorder and renal failure. Second, the toxicity in human. Based on study by the Vesconi, amatoxin are among the most lethal poison known. As little as 0.1 mg per kg may be a lethal dose for an adult. Concentration of 5 to 15 mg amatoxin per 40 gram fresh mushroom have been found. So, this means that one Amanita cap could kill a healthy adult. The last one is mode of action or MOA of amatoxin. Based on study by film, the amatoxin, particularly the amanitin, which is the most prominent is alpha and beta amanitin, have been shown to impair transcription of both DNA and RNA by interfering with RNA polymerase II. Cells with the highest rate of multiplication, such as the intestinal mucosa, are injured first, followed by the liver and kidney. Amanitin cause necrosis of hepatocyte or liver cell and the cells in the proximal tubule of the kidney. However, direct toxicity on the kidney has not been confirmed in human poisoning by the study of Constantino. The second toxin is phallotoxin. Second toxin is phallotoxin. Amanita phalloides also contain phallotoxin, but this toxin do not seem to play a major role in human toxicity. Phallotoxin are not absorbed from the GI tract in the experimental animal investigated and probably not in man. And the last toxin is phallolysin. This toxin has shown some hemolytic or red blood cell destroying activity in vitro. Remember, the toxicity is not reduced by cooking, freezing or drying. So, in a nutshell, from this mechanism toxicity of Amanita phalloides, it is confirmed that amatoxin is the most toxic substance or the most toxic toxin that cause toxicity from the mushroom.
I think we should find something. Yeah, we should find something for her. What to do? We need to find something to save her. How come? She did something to our princess. She's so mean. Oh, so the queen's so crazy. The prince. Prince. Oh, prince. Oh, my lord. Oh, prince. Help us. Yes, help us. Help us. Please.
Yes.
We are so worried right now. Please.
Easy girl. One by one please.
With Hannah. Yeah, it's with Hannah. With Hannah. We have to do something to our princess. It's Amanita phalloides. Amanita phalloides.
Oh my God.
She gave it to her. She gave it to our princess.
Okay, I know what to do.
Prince, come. Follow us. Come. Follow us. Please hurry up. For my lovely princess. Oh no, Snow. Wake up, Snow White. Wake up. Please look at our Snow White.
Let me see.
You must help us.
Oh
We
my
don't know what
lovely
to do.
princess.
She's dying.
I know what to do. Hello? Let me see. Is this National Poison Center?
Yes, hello. This is National Poison Center. I'm pharmacist in charge today. May I help you?
I'm Prince Charming from Kingdom Far Far Away.
Kingdom far, far away. I never knew that we have that kingdom. But it's okay. May I help you?
I want to ask something. I just get the info from the NPC pharmacist just now, and I will share with you about the management of Amanita phalloides toxicity. I hope you can still pay attention. This is management of Amanita phalloides toxicity. The first one is supportive treatment. The second one is symptomatic treatment. The third is decontamination. The fourth, elimination. And the last one is antidote. We proceed to the first treatment, which is supportive treatment. Basically, management depends on the length of time since ingestion and severity of symptoms. Supportive treatment includes gastrointestinal phase, which is second phase of toxicity. We need to maintain the fluid and electrolyte balance. For the hepatic phase or third phase of toxicity, we need to correct coagulation disorders, serum glucose disorders, treatment of respiratory and renal failure. On admission, insert a central venous catheter and an urinary catheter. Frequently monitor blood pressure, central venous pressure, urinary output, and also vital signs. We need to prevent the absorption of toxin by emesis or gastric lavage in case of recent ingestion or by repeated oral activated charcoal. Next, we move to symptomatic treatment. We need to give symptomatic treatment for dehydration and electrolyte disorders. For dehydration, we need to start forced diuresis. For electrolyte disorders, we have to correct hypokalemia according to the result of repeated laboratory analysis. For symptomatic treatment of hepatic failure, we need to monitor the symptoms of hypoglycemia by giving IV solution of 10% dextrose and additional bolus of glucose. For coagulation disorders, we need to give vitamin K if there is hypoprothrombinemia and also hypofibrinogenemia. For hepatic encephalopathy and renal failure, we need to do standard management, including protein restriction, bowel cleansing, and etc. For liver transplantation, we need to consider the criteria for severe hepatic failure, and poor prognosis are hepatic encephalopathy, marked jaundice, oliguria, and others. Decontamination indicated depends on the length of time since ingestion and symptoms. Based on studies, it is highly suggested that to empty the stomach by gastric lavage or emesis and inducing diarrhea with cataptics. After the onset of the gastrointestinal phase, administer repeated oral activated charcoal and perform intermittent gastroduodenal aspiration. Diarrhea should not be treated except by fluid replacement. We move to the fourth management of Amanita phalloides toxicity, which is elimination. As you can see here, it is similar to the previous one. Based on studies, this management requires cathartics, gastroduodenal aspiration, and forced diuresis. If the patient have renal failure previously, hemodialysis and hemoperfusion is indicated. The last part of management of toxicity is antidote. Surprisingly, no specific antidote for amatoxin is available. However, it has been suggested that some drugs may have some antidotal effect. The drugs are penicillin G, silibinin, silimarin, thiotic acid, cimetidine, and cytochrome C. Penicillin G reduce or inhibit hepatic uptake of amatoxin. Silibinin is thought to inhibit the penetration of the amatoxin into liver cells. For silimarin, it also can be given. However, this treatment may be useless if the patient presents with vomiting or is treated by oral charcoal. Based on a study, thiotic acid has not been proved and was ineffective as an antidote. A scientist noted that decreased liver fatty changes in mice treated by high doses of cimetidine. And the last one, there is no clinical efficacy have proven for the cytochrome C. Based on management toxicity of Amanita phalloides, I think I still have chance to save Snow White. Because I want to marry her. Yes, let's go. Yeah.
Where's my mirror? Haha, Snow White's dead already. Mirror, mirror, on the wall. Who's now the fairest of them all?
It's Snow White, Queen.
She's already dead. I already killed her.
No, she's still alive.
Ah!
For you,
Snow White!
Queen. She's still alive.
No, there you are. You're happy now. Yeah. So let's prepare for her wedding. Yeah!
Well, that's the end of the fairy tale story. Finally, Snow White lives happily ever after with her Prince Charming. But remember, not all mushrooms are edible. Some might be poisonous. But how about the Queen? I still think I'm the most beautiful of them all. Till we meet again.